Welcome our next comic out here. Come on, Joleen. What?
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold, but don't wait till you're old.
Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello to my beautiful little pumpkin spice babies out there. We have a special hot lunch roast where just for a mere 45-minute lunch break, we talk all about the hot trending topics going on. We roast them. We provide comedy, commentary, all about things that are happening in the news and pop culture on our favorite shows and our favorite reality stars. What is on my eye? Is that on the screen? I don't know. Hopefully you all are enjoying your Thursday. Happy almost Halloween. Make sure you guys smash that like. I don't know if it's on my eye or on my screen, but something is on my eye and it's bugging me. I think it's on my eye. Okay. We're working with it. We're working with it. These lunch lives are new to me, you guys, but I really like doing them on my lunch break. So there you go. We're here. We're here. We're here. Producer Tilly is right next to me. She's enjoying some sun, sitting at the desk here. As you can see, I got a pile of work stuff. You know, it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. But let me know if you guys like these, and I'll keep doing them. Okay, so smash that like. Let's have a like goal of getting to, let's get to 100. Let's get to 100 likes, see if we can do it for this lunchtime live. If you're watching later, make sure you smash the like. Make sure you guys are subscribed. If you want to support the channel, liking it is a great way. You can also support me on Patreon, patreon.com/Joleen Lunzer. And I also have a YouTube membership if you feel so inclined. Just one little tier so far. So there you go. Hello, hello. Welcome, 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 everybody. Hey, 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 hey. Finally caught a live. I'm so glad you could catch a live. Yes, I am your pumpkin spice queen. I will take it. You are my pumpkin spice babies. All right, so let's get into some hot lunch topics that we can talk about, roast, all kinds of things. The first one is kind of serious, but also given the circumstances of what's been surrounding it all season, it's also absurd, but it's absurdly serious, if that makes any sense at all. Okay, you guys, let me know all your thoughts, hopes, dreams, and opinions in the comments. So here we go. Last night, after the episode part 3 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills aired in the Pacific time zone, Dorit Kemsley had just gotten back from London. This is all alleged. This is all what's being reported on the news right now. Okay, you guys? So she just got back from London with PK. Now, she had posted on her social media, I saw, because she had been at Paris Hilton's bridal shower. And we knew about Paris Hilton's bridal shower because Kathy Hilton talked about it on Up and Adam. Shout out to Up and Adam, who got an exclusive interview with Kathy Hilton, which is so exciting because she rarely does that. And she was talking about, Dorit was talking about being at Paris Hilton's bridal shower, and also I think talking about her trip to London. So anyways, last night at around 10:27 p.m., allegedly, after the West Coast airing of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 3 reunion, Dorit Kemsley's house was broken into by 3 men. Again, all alleged. I'm going to put up the allegedly banner just because, not because I don't believe her, just because this is just what is being alleged in the media right now. But I mean, there's a little more to it. Okay. So her house was broken into around 10:27. She was in bed. Her children were in bed. PK is still in the UK, in London. Okay. She said, according to reports by the Daily Mail, Up and Access. I don't know why I called them Up and Access. Up and Access. You know what I'm talking about. Those other places you go for news besides YouTube. I don't understand, but I guess people do. Okay. So they were saying that she was laying in bed and she was awoken and found 2 to possibly 3 men standing at the end of her bed. She immediately said, "Don't hurt me." Like, I'm paraphrasing, but she said, "Don't kill me. I'm a mother. Don't hurt my babies." Because her children, Phoenix and Jagger, are in their room in her Encino house, and she's terrified. So I can't imagine waking up and at the end of my bed are strangers about to rob me. We don't know a ton about, who did it, allegedly. As far as I know, they haven't caught anyone, but these guys, they're reportedly to be 3 men, broke in She has a room in her Encino house that they use for the kids' school, and there's a big glass door. And I will show you guys that right now because Fox, Good Day LA, I should say, was reporting on this earlier. They had helicopters now going over Dorit's home. So this is Dorit's Encino home. This is the door that these alleged 3 men who broke into her home and robbed her at gunpoint, no less, broke in through this door allegedly. This is what Good Day LA, which is the news show in Los Angeles, is reporting. So I guess the guys, thankfully, they did not hurt Dorit, other than emotionally, and did not go into her children's rooms. Instead, they robbed her. They were there. They were saying the news was reporting for about 20 minutes or so, and they took all of her jewelry and all of her handbags. And so now we have nothing but news reporters and helicopters going on outside of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Dorit Kemsley's Encino McMansion. Okay? So that's what the story is. Now, pretty scary stuff, right? But we're seeing a lot of this, like Gourmet Thursday says. I'm skeptical. Here's the thing. One of the men also said, kill her. Because she said, please don't kill me, according to her. Don't hurt my babies. I'm a mother. And one of the guys allegedly said, kill her. Now, the LAPD said that there was a call made to them at about 10:50. So she's saying this happened around 10:27. At 10:50, there was a call made to the LAPD, and that's PM Pacific Standard Time. And they went out, investigated, and there are 3 suspects that they are currently looking for. Okay. And like Lady Di saying, they got away with 100,000 in 20 minutes. Here's the thing, though. Okay, so I'm telling you both sides of what I'm thinking on this. I never want to think someone's lying about this, okay? Obviously. If this happened to Dorit, this is traumatic, this is awful, this is horrible. And I'm not saying she's lying at all. At all. However, we had just seen the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion part 3, where they spoke about Kyle getting robbed, where they spoke about Andy Cohen calling Rinna and saying, take those expensive dresses out of your garage, you're going to get robbed. And where Dorit spoke about how she buys everything at retail cost, allegedly, and was talking about her personal belongings. And then that same night, she gets robbed. So it could work both ways, where Dorit is someone, and I'm going to share a little video here, and it doesn't have any sound. But if you follow her on her social media, she regularly does TikToks from her closet, and her closet has tons of let me just pull this over and see if it'll share if I do this. Okay, it won't. Her closet has tons of designer things. I mean, she's got Givenchy bags, and you can just tell if you follow her at all at social media that this lady has some expensive things in her closet. So here's her closet. There's no sound on this video. But she already goes live regularly on and does TikToks out of her closet. She's joined an episode of Watch What Happens Live in her closet. As you can see here, there's her and her sweet little baby Phoenix. And then here she is dressing up for Halloween when she dressed up as Paris Hilton, when Paris Hilton, I think it was her iconic 21st birthday dress, and Dorit again in her closet. And if you follow her on social media, like I said, you see this closet. I mean, you're just, I don't want to say inviting, because you should never get robbed. No one should ever come into your house if they're not invited. No one should ever take your belongings. I don't care how rich or how annoying you are. That is wrong. And poor Dorit. But she definitely puts us on display. We've seen a lot of housewives in the past get robbed because they are, on TV. So people then know where they live and they know what they have, because they're very open about sharing their lives to a certain extent, and the, living in excess and things like this. Okay. So I will say I'm skeptical just because of the Erika Jayne thing. Now that Erika Jayne has made up these crazy banana stories, now I'm just like, wow, the odds. And we just saw the part 3 of the reunion where PK was like, what? Okay, babes, what are the odds of, Erika's husband and Tom and his stepson flipping their car? It's like 1,000 to 1,000,000 to -2. The odds are bad, babes. And Dorit's like, ha, ha, ha. And then Erica's like, I'll remember who was with me. And honey, I'll remember who was with me. And I'll remember who was against me, okay? Honey. So then I'm thinking, this is just the comedian Joleen talking. This isn't, this is all conspiracy theorists. Is this what Erica Jane meant when she was like, I'm going to get back up the people that have doubted me? Because Andy's like, well, what are you going to do? You'll have to see, honey. You'll have to wait and see. I don't know. Was it Mikey? Now, this is jokes. This is commentary, comedy, jokes. This is what we do as comedians. We take dark situations and try to make them funny. Now, Dorit's safe. Her babies are safe. Hopefully they catch these awful men that broke into her home and scared the shit out of her. Because if this happened, she's going to be so, I mean, the emotional trauma of this is crazy. Okay. But Erica just said on there, I'll remember who was against me. I'll remember who was with me. Honey, you can't even make this up. And I'm thinking, Erica meant business. Like that night, someone allegedly broke into Dorit's house. Again, I'm not saying it was Erica, but I'm just saying all this is really weird. As we're talking about PK making fun of her, and we all know how well Erica takes a joke. Not well, bitch. In the words of Dorinda, not well, bitch. She does not take a joke well at all. Okay. So I'm just going to say, throw it out there. Conspiracy theory. Where was Erica last night? Okay. And that's a joke. That's a joke, guys. Please take it as a joke. Please take it as a joke, but for real. Honey, nobody knows where I was. Okay. Because I was driving to Dorit's house in Encino. My car flipped 7 times. Tom showed up. We put on a ski mask. My son came rolling down the hill from Pasadena, put him in a ski mask. Then we said, Dorito, we're taking your stuff. I'm just saying, that's just a conspiracy theory. Okay. That's a conspiracy theory. Thank you, Lee. Thank you. And these shows do lie to us. And here's another reason. It's like allegedly filming of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills was supposed to be happening today. And it has been out there that we don't know if she's coming back or not. But she was maybe supposed to start taping today. I mean, when Up and Adam interviewed Kathy Hilton, he was like, so you went to, Kyle's daughter's bat mitzvah. Did you go to the party after? And she was like, no, did we start taping? Who's Kyle? Can I pull your teeth, Adam? Can I wash them? Can I check them? Can I floss them? Can I deep clean them? No, she was like, I didn't know. Kathy Hilton was acting like she didn't know that things started filming. And we're like, Kathy, you're the star. Like, you're the star now. Okay. Kyle's mad. Okay. But you're the star now. So as this is happening, the next day the timing is bananas, you guys. So people are going to ask questions. However, just so you guys know, Kyle Richards' best friend at Daily Pop. What's his name? I got to pull up. I pulled a screenshot because I was watching the Daily Pop. I like a Daily Pop. I like those little Daily Pop people. They're cute. What's his name? He was at the dinner party. He's a real cutie patootie. Here we go. Kyle Richards' buddy. So let's get rid of Dorit here and pull him up. And he was quick to be like, I don't know him, but he's very cute. So they were reporting on it, Daily Pop. They were like, here's some Daily Pop culture news. Dorit was allegedly robbed. I don't know. They don't report it like that, but I think they should. Christina Aguilera style. But they don't do that. Okay. Right. Not enough taken for me to side-eye air. Nobody learned from Kim Kardashian. There is such a desire to show off. The personal safety is not a concern. Well, here's the thing. That's what he was saying. Okay. So Kyle Richards' best friend, who also just happens to be a correspondent at Daily Pop, isn't that kind of like, I mean, I know it's journalism, but it's like entertainment journalism. But I always find it strange when the journalists become friends with the people they report on, because then can you really report on them? It's kind of like Chris Cuomo at CNN, and then you got his perverted brother out there in these streets. It's like, well, he can't report on that. That's his brother. Maybe by Chris Cuomo. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. So he was like, Dorit's my friend, and I want you guys to hold any reservations or speculations until we know what truly happened, which I do think is a good idea, not to just jump on the like, this isn't real bandwagon. And he did mention, just like Make It Make Sense said, don't treat Dorit, I love the closed captions, don't treat Dorit or Dorit the way you treated Kim. And I will agree with that, because I remember when Kim got robbed in Paris and everyone was like, this is made up. This is horrible. It's made up. And it wasn't. And it was very traumatizing for Kim Kardashian. So I would say believe Dorit at this point, because that's my opinion. I'm going to believe it until Erica's like, honey, I've got this new purse, okay? Yes. I am decked out in head to toe Gucci, honey. Then I'm going to be like, those are Dorits. Those are Dorits. Until I see Erica walking down the street, or Mikey, or Tom Girardi. Maybe Tom Girardi, they let him out for a walk. He went the wrong way, because they're saying he doesn't know where he is. I think he knows where he is, okay? And he just ended up in Encino. There's a lot of good places, care facilities in Encino, allegedly. And he just walked in through the door because, the guy fought a robber before. Why can't he walk through a glass door? And then he multiplied. We don't die, we multiply. He's like that into 3 people. Stood at the end of the bed. Or maybe Dorit just didn't have her. I don't know why I keep saying Dorito, but I think it's because there's a character in the YouTube drama I talk about and I name her Dorito. But maybe, she didn't have her glasses on. It looked like 3 men, but it was just Tom because he's really fast like the Matrix because he can get out of anything, it seems, at this point. So, and then he just took a bunch of stuff to pay back the victims. Which, listen, scary. And it wasn't a gun that he had. It was just, one of Erica's albums that looked like a gun. I believe she would put out like a CD. Do people still make CDs? And it would look like a gun, and how many bucks do I give? And you're just like, that don't make your CD look like a gun. Also, why do you still have CDs? Okay. Indiana Girl Jules, thank you for the first super chat. Says, hi, Joleen. I agree. Dorit puts too much on display. Hate that she was robbed. I'm loving these Hot Topic lives. Benefits. Your Midwest, East Coast fans, guess who got a Kate Spade purse? Oh, don't tell us, Indiana Girl Jules. I'm going to rob you, allegedly. Don't tell. Okay. Yeah, Dorit. Yeah, Dorit is, Dorit. All right. So I'm just saying it's just a crazy story. As we're starting the new season filming of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, this happens to Dorit, allegedly, after all these crazy stories that came out about Erica, after last night's part 3 reunion where they were talking about PK and PK making fun of Tom Girardi, karate kidding a robber that came into his house, allegedly, and then having to get eye surgery. So not only was he forgot the last 40 years of his alleged scamming life, but he fought off a robber after flipping his car and being unconscious for 12 hours in 2017 or 18 or 2020. We don't know. Maybe all 3. Then there was a snowstorm in Pasadena that nobody ever talked about. Where's the snowstorm? That's what I want to know. I want to know where. I watched this season of American Horror Story double feature. Okay. It could be Area 51 shit. They could have just created a snowstorm only for Erica's son to get him off the scent of going to Tom Girardi's. So he had to fight the alien invader of his home. I don't know. This is all conspiracy. Okay. Okay. If only Tom G was there. Seriously, let Tom Girardi out of that care facility so he can keep fighting the burglars, because now Kyle has been a victim of robbery, and Dorit and a lot of other housewives. And Dorit, this isn't the first time. She was robbed in 2019, which also leads me to believe, she probably was robbed again, unfortunately. And if you look, and also let's talk about what's the security system. Okay, so let's talk about the security system that she's got rocking, because we all know that when Kyle got robbed, allegedly people were like, oh, it's Teddy Mellencamp's husband's security system. And then they were like, no. We didn't finish putting it in yet. We weren't done. Okay, so you can't blame us. Okay, but people were speculating online. I have no proof of this at all. I did not even look in and research it because it was just so cuckoo. But people were saying, and maybe you guys can correct me in the chat, that Teddy Mellencamp's husband was the one who put her security system in her Encino home. However, is this Teddy Mellencamp's husband? ADT, we're home even when you're not. Well, no, you weren't, ADT. You weren't home because these guys got in. So does Teddy Mellencamp's husband own ADT? And why were they home? And why weren't they home even when she's not? Okay? I don't know. I'm asking questions here. That's what you're supposed to do as a journalist. And I'm a pretend journalist. Okay. Yes. D. Marie, show the snow, show the Pasadena snow. But it looks as though she was secured by ADT. And this is not a good commercial for them. I feel for ADT. Okay. You remember that? Do you guys remember that commercial? ADT, we're home even when you're not. That's what happens when you're a latchkey kid from the 90s. You remember all the commercials. Okay. So either they did have a security system, allegedly, by Teddy Mellencamp's husband, which nobody remembers his name. He doesn't have a name. His name is Teddy Mellencamp's husband, which is crazy. He changed his name legally because no one could ever remember it. They're like, oh, Teddy Mellencamp's husband. And then just Teddy Mellencamp's husband, Mellencamp. That's his name. So maybe they did have a security system by Teddy Mellencamp's husband, Mellencamp. And then they decided to go with ADT when it failed. Or they've always had ADT, and ADT's there like, and the boss of ADT right now is like, get out of the shot. Get out of the shot. Okay, get out of the shot. So there we go. He doesn't own ADT. All right, so there, you guys did the stuff. Someone says insurance. See, a lot of people are going to be asking questions, okay, because of how crazy the season has been. It's not even... Now, it's hard, though, because with Dorit and PK's past, we know that there has been some financial issues, right? And we know that when they were in the Bahamas, Dorit was in a yellow bikini and Rinna was in like a white bikini. I don't know why I remember these things. I just do. And it went viral, a video of a woman in the Bahamas on a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills trip a couple years ago, chasing them around going, Dorit, are you ever going to pay blah, 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 this amount of money you owe? And she was like, oh, hi, boy, I have to go. And, PK had a bunch of interesting financial things that had happened through the years. So I think that's why people are going to be questioning. But until I see any different, I'm just going to assume that, in fact, the LAPD was called. There's a police call. There's 3 suspects. Hopefully they catch them. And thank goodness Dorit's children are okay. Her little sweet babies. Because I can't imagine how terrifying. Jokes aside, I cannot imagine how terrifying that is. I mean, I can because I've been chased twice in my life. But I've never had anyone break into my home. And that's like the ultimate invasion of privacy. So I'm just happy that, hearing the story, it's like there's lots of jokes that can be made, obviously, because it's just this season of Beverly Hills is like American Crime Story. I think at this point, the Housewives, they're doing so many alleged crimes. We might as well just get Ryan Murphy on board and do Housewives American Crime Story. Okay. Just no one believes any of these people are rich anymore. Everyone believes they're getting their money from nefarious causes and reasons. So you might as well just make this into a crime story because those shows are getting the ratings. Are you guys watching Impeachment? It's awesome. Okay. The OJ one, awesome. So just Johnny Versace, awesome. Just call Ryan Murphy over Andy Cohen, let him take over. And because there's enough crimes allegedly on the Housewives for us to have it be a crime story. All right. I know, poor babies, but they're okay. They're okay. And as you can see from the news, who are just so invasive. They're so invasive. There's Dorit in the window that the suspects allegedly went in. And you can see that looks, maybe like Jagger with the teacher because they broke in allegedly through the glass door here that is goes into the room where the kids have school. So super scary. But allegedly, the guys that robbed her at gunpoint did not go into the children's room. As far as we know, the kids never saw these men. And I hope that is the case because that is way too traumatic for a person, let alone a little person, let alone a little kid. So glad they're safe. But yeah, it's a crazy story. And a lot of people are speculating stuff. I see people in the chat saying she needed a storyline. This is quite the lengths to go to get a storyline. But remember, as Dave Chappelle says, Juicy Smollett, that was, I believed Juicy Smollett. The first time I heard that story, I was like, that's tragic. I did a video about it. I shared a story that happened to me and my husband where this woman in Burbank spit on us as we were walking down the street together. My husband's Mexican. I am a vampire, clearly. And she just spit on us. This just racist, crazy woman, in the times of Trump. And so a lot of us were quick to believe, as Dave Chappelle says, Juicy Smollett, because this shit happens all the time. So hopefully this isn't a Juicy Smollett situation. Hopefully. Okay. But Gourmet Thursday is like, listen, I'm happy, but I'm sus. I think people are going to say it's sus. Yeah, it has to be true. Doritos would never, I don't think she would put her kids a part of it. I have a hard time thinking that she would. I really do. I know PK and he's sus, but I find it hard. Yeah, well, I don't know, guys. I'm just saying, okay? I read that the kids were in bed with her. What? I didn't read that, Bethy. I read that the kids were in their own room. So there's still a lot of questions to be answered. So we will do what Kyle Richards' friend from Daily Pop says. This cutie said, hold your judgment. He said, it is a free country, freedom of speech. Sure. You can be a little sus, but don't treat her the way we treated Kim Kardashian, which was, pretty bad. I remember that. That was pretty bad. We were like, no one can rob Kim. It's like, yeah, that would be the first person someone would rob. For sure. Because all these reality stars, they flaunt their wealth and they don't make it that difficult to find you. And if I've been a YouTuber long enough to know that people are cuckoo bananas and they dox you. And once they know your address, you never know. I mean, I am a 20K, almost 22K. I don't want to brag, 1,000 subscriber YouTube channel and a comedian, not well known. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you've seen me on a Weight Watchers commercial, but I get threatened. People dox me. So if people want to, I'm assuming these people have it a million times worse. Lots of cuckoo bananas. Justin Sylvester, that's his name. He's so cute. I remember him at the Housewives dinner. Care Bear. And yeah, he's just a cutie. But he was like, Dorit's my friend. Kyle's my friend. Kim Kardashian's my friend. I was like, God, you got all these friends. What do you need to work for anymore? Make these chicks pay for your way. I'll take your job. No. But for real. Yes, Larissa, I'm with you. I believe until proven otherwise. Okay. We don't know what happened with the alarm system. We don't know. We don't know if Teddy Mellencamp's husband, Mellencamp, that's his name, if that was a security system from them. But what we do know is we saw ADT outside of her home today when Fox News Good Day LA was flying over. We know that. We don't know if the system went off. We don't know if they, with Kyle Richards, she went, I believe it was like over the holidays, and she was out of state. And these people, the problem is you post on social media. Like even now that I've got cuckoo bananas, people messaging me and threatening me and stuff, and doxing me. My husband, we went to the tram the other day in Palm Springs, a half hour away to go on hikes and have a lunch. And he wouldn't let me. Well, he found out that I posted on Instagram and he said, can you promise me you won't post when we're out until we get home? Because if people don't know we're home, I was like, we got to worry about that. We're nobodies. We got nothing. I don't know. You can get, this is a flannel from Kohl's. These are from Spirit Halloween ears. But these people post, what I'm saying is these people post on their social media so much and where they are and in real time. And this was similar to the bling ring. If you guys remember that, in, I think it was the late 2000s where like Paris Hilton was hit. They made a movie about it with Hermione from Harry Potter. And it was a good movie too. And it was a true story about these young wannabe socialite kids who went around and robbed like Orlando Bloom and other celebrities while they were out, like at the club or traveling. And they, the paparazzi followed them so much that you knew their every move and where they were. And they robbed them. So this could be a bling ring thing too. There's a lot of things that it could be. Joanne says, I heard it was, that's his name. I thought he changed his name to Teddy Mellencamp's husband, Mellencamp. You heard it was Edwin's or whatever. His name is Teddy Mellencamp's husband, Mellencamp. That's his name. Diana, you are freaking gorgeous. You are. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Dorit has 3 nannies. Holy shit. That's a lot of nannies. Honeypot said the alarm didn't go off when the glass was broken. The police weren't notified by the alarm company. I call BS. Listen, you guys have every right. Okay. All right. Spoiled brat. 11. Paris does have size 11s, which makes me feel so good because I got size 9, 9.5. Okay. I got boats. I got pontoon feet. That's what you call them when they're that big. Pontoon feet. And I'm only 5'7". So it's not like I'm, Cindy Crawford around these parts. You guys remember Cindy Crawford? You might not, but you'll remember her daughter. She's now on American Horror Story. Looks just like her. It is uncanny. I'm like, is that Cindy Crawford? No, that's her daughter. Wow. Okay. Was there no CCTV though? I'm sure there are things they're reviewing and looking at, but since it just happened last night, We don't know a ton. We just know that the police were contacted. LAPD is on the case. The news has, they're circling Dorit's Encino house with helicopters and taking images, obviously. So this, if anything, poor Dorit. But also, there's your storyline. I'm telling you, American crime story, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. American crime. For real. With now Erica's stuff, Dorit, Rinna, and, who knows what's going on with Rinna at any point of the day. So there you go. There you go. Yes, I know, Mary B. And Nana I know. I got to be so careful. I mean, Nana got to be careful because she likes to say what grocery store she goes to and what time and where she lives. And I'm like, these people are bananas. They literally go on live and they say, you're not hard to find, Joleen. I'm like, scared, So that's what's going on there. And Jen Shaw, oh my God, Jen Shaw, Teresa Giudice. They were talking about Teresa Giudice last night, you guys. On the reunion, the difference between the reaction for Teresa's crimes to Erica Jane's, and Andy Cohen pointed it out, exactly what we all say. It's because that was defrauding the IRS. It sucks because in the end, people do pay for that when people do that. But it's like when you file bankruptcy and stuff, it's like somebody's going to pay for that. So it's not like a victim list, I guess, but it's not the same as what's going on with Tom. And I'm not saying it's illegal to file bankruptcy. So that's not what I'm saying. But when PK's like, oh, babes, I'll just file bankruptcy for like $1 billion, but that's very different, babes. It's like, but if you filed bankruptcy for $1 billion, $1 million in a business, you're not good at business. So you should retire. You should be done now. No more business for you. You're bad at it. Okay. But with Erica Jane, there were actual victims of Tom Girardi and his crimes. Is that there are real victims, people who lost family members in a horrific plane crash, burn victims. I mean, you were stealing from the people they were paying you to protect them and you stole from them. And so people are going to want to know, did you know about that, Erica? They're going to want to know, and how much did you know? And how much did you know of that money being blood money? And what did you know? And why are you acting this way? There's going to be a lot different than Teresa Giudice, who I think we can all agree, Teresa was just like, it's not hard to trick Teresa. I mean, do you see the guy that's tricking her right now? Allegedly. Her new fiance guy. I don't know much about him, but looking at him, I don't trust him. I'm sure there's stuff out there. I haven't gotten into my Real Housewives of New Jersey brain yet. So I saw, that they're engaged, allegedly, and stuff. But it's like, Tree, you haven't known him that long. He just looks like a taller Joe Giudice. Just real greasy. Just slides right through the mansion door. Okay. All right. I have had so many podcasts in the past, and I've been thinking about just having an audio podcast. Thank you, Care Bear, again. But I gave up audio podcasting to come on YouTube, and I had far more success on YouTube. So then I kept on YouTube, but I do miss podcasting because I don't have to do my hair for that. And I could just get on and do so many episodes. So leave a comment after this video post if you guys want me to get back into the podcasting game. Because, let's just say I'm pitching a couple things. Okay. See, Pink, I don't trust him either. I see Teresa's new dude, and I'm like, something's wrong. Something's not right there. Something. And then allegedly, Jackie from Jersey is saying Teresa's getting her karma with this dude. What does that mean? Someone was saying, they talk about wanting to bang each other all the time. Those couples that talk about bangity bang bangs all the time, those are the scariest ones because there's something not right. When you're a grown adult, you just have intercourses and you enjoy it. Sure. But you don't go blab it to the world. I have friends like that. They're like, oh, we banged so good. I'm like, if it was so good, why are you telling me about it? Go tell the person you banged about it. Why do I care? I don't get online and tell you about some people need attention for their sex. It's weird when you're an adult and you need attention for your sex. And usually the people that are talking about the sexies are the ones not really doing it or not really enjoying it. Okay. Because what are you trying to prove? What is going on? But I don't trust him. Oh, see, I didn't want to go down that road, Renee, because he just looked so greasy and I thought he would disappear, see you later. But apparently he's around to stay. Thank you, Rusty. Thank you guys. Hit that like. I know he looks like there's like a clout chaser. He just looks like there's no way this guy, allegedly, in my opinion, it's just between us guys here, us people, us pumpkin spice babies. Okay. I would say there's a good chance that guy didn't pay his taxes every year. That's allegedly. I'm just gonna, something. There's some cooking of the books, if you will, somewhere, something. He gives me Dear John vibes, okay? And I just watched the Brittany Murphy documentary with Brittany Murphy, the beautiful starlet Brittany Murphy, who passed away far too young, and Simon, the guy that got his mitts on her. If you guys haven't seen that, go to Hulu. I think it's only like 2 or 3 episodes. And justice for Brittany Murphy, because that's bananas. This guy, like, is it called Dear John or is it called Dirty John? Dirty John, not Dear John, Joleen. Dirty John'd her. Like, he's a whole psycho. He had a whole life she didn't even know about. He was bananas. It's crazy. I remember Brittany Murphy passing away, and then I remember him passing away not long after. I thought, that's weird. Addiction is a hell of a thing. But there was so much more to it. And with her mom, and she was just such like a beautiful, like, you could just tell like her energy, and she was such a good actress and a good spirit. And you hear these wonderful things about her when she was on Clueless, and she was an actual like high school kid, and she just wanted to, be a part of this world and entertainment and be beautiful. But as the industry does, it'll pick you apart and it'll leave you with nothing. And that's what it did to her in a lot of ways. And it's truly tragic, because she was her eyes, I mean, from the time she was little, like it just came out in her, this natural ability, and her ability as an actor, and to be able to take on and show emotion and to just be her character. And she seemed like a genuinely like good, sweet person. In Hollywood, they have a way of turning you. They really do. So if you haven't already, watched the Brittany Murphy thing and let me know, and we can come back and talk about it, because it was tragic. That Simon guy, me and my husband watched it. Me and my husband Cho, we were like, what a butthole. What a bunghole. Okay. Jay Kittle, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you. Yeah, she was so great, and she was such a good actress. And when she met him, she wanted love so bad. She wanted the Dirty John story, just even though she was young, she started in the business young, and she wanted love. And she had that whole engagement or whatever it was with Ashton Kutcher. And that was a little manic, for both of them. And it was at a different time. It was when people were still listening to Howard Stern slut shame. And now how does Howard Stern also, tangent, how does he still have a career? How does he still, I'm not saying cancel Howard Stern, but I'm just saying the things he has said over the years, disgusting. Between this Brittany Murphy documentary and going back and being on the podcast I was just on, talking about Lorena Bobbitt, the stuff he said about her, I'm like, has Howard Stern ever come forward and been like, I had a lot of bad takes in the 90s? Yeah, a lot of bad takes. Yeah. Because I don't know. Okay, don't get me started on him. But Brittany Murphy, I mean, just what a sweet doll baby. And she just wanted to be loved, and she wanted a family, and she wanted marriage. And this guy came along, and he just Dirty John'd her. It's horrible, right? Him and his private parts. Get out of here. And he was is he still hosting America's Got Talent? I auditioned for that once. He wasn't there, but it was over the phone, because that's how Hollywood works. But is he still like that person? Is he still on there? I don't know. I'm just like, how is he on household like network television after all the things? Like, male white privilege is crazy. All right, Lee Mackey, thank you so much for the super sticker. Appreciate you. Appreciate. All right. Now the final story I want to talk about. So all the positive vibes to Dorit and her sweet babies, and I'm glad they're safe. And we'll see what else rolls out, and I'll keep reporting on it. Okay. For those of you that follow me for BB23, you guys, we have some more postseason. This season's never stopping. Big Brother 23 is never done. All right. It is never done. So Kyland and Tiffany, America's favorite player, and Kyland, the guy who sniffs tortillas, and was annoying. He was annoying. Okay. He was just annoying. That's just how it was. That's how it is. And their showmans, they had possible, fingerlings in the house, which more power to you. You're adults. You can do whatever you want. They're still hanging out. Okay. They are still hanging out. What is going on, my friends? My beautiful pumpkin spice babies. What's happening? He's visiting her by himself. By himself. Just him. Okay. I think I made a little video here. So this was on Tiffany's. Let me make sure I share. I don't even know if I can share. Let me share the sound too. Okay, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to share. All right, I got to open up the video, you guys. Sorry. Bear with Auntie Joleen as she looks on my desktop, has too much shit. Okay. Dorit Kyland MP4. There we go. Okay. Is this it? Is this? Oh, this plays. Haha, Joleen. You crazy girl. Okay. All right, let me try this one. No, I don't know if this is going to share. I don't know if it'll share the audio, you guys. So let me know if you can hear it. Put yes or no if you can hear this. But he allegedly, can you guys hear that?
Hello. I got the best possible ride home from the airport now to see.
You got the best person. I don't know if you got the best person. Right?
Can you guys hear that?
Of course, it's about you. Hello. I got the best possible ride home from the airport now to see.
You got the best person. I don't know if you got the best person. Right?
Are these two serious? I think they're a thing. He's there visiting her in Michigan. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Yay, we got to 100 likes. Let's keep it going. You guys keep liking it. Listen, I don't want this for Tiffany. I don't. But she's a grown lady and she's going to do what she wants to do. And maybe she sees the side of him, like the softer side of Sears, and she sees that in him. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. But it's, as a Tiffany super fan, it's a hard pill to swallow. But I kind of already figured that we were at this place postseason because they were hanging out a lot. I just hope, and I'm just going to say this because it's just between us, you guys, that his reasons are pure and true. And not because you were trying to cozy up to America's favorite player. Okay? And that you do really like her. And I don't know. I just hope that you really do like her because she deserves someone who's going to be fantastic to her. And that's what I'll say. But I know Tiffany has said in interviews that she realizes that the reaction she's getting from a lot of the guys in the cookout, she feels like she'd get a different reaction, maybe less friendly, less kind, had she not been voted America's favorite player. Had she been the villain that Daybed Derek and Xavier thought she was going to end up being to America. They wouldn't be singing her praises as much. So she's smart. She remembers that, okay? Well, Missy, you make a really good point there. You do make a really good point. Now, maybe the Star Diva, you're killing me, says, if they get together after her watching the show, I'm going to have to reserve my America's favorite player vote somehow. Reverse. Oh my God. I think that's a reserve. Reverse. You are hilarious. That is so. I'm telling you, Miss History, me too. Me too. We know men. I'm sorry. Women, we know men. And we know men like Kyland. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt for Tiffany. I want him to be better for Tiffany. But I don't know if I believe it. Hashtag Kai complains. I don't know if I believe it. But, she will have to decide whether, that this is a good thing or not. And maybe it's just a fun thing right now. Maybe it is what it is. I don't know. But, that's all I can do. Is April Fool's tomorrow? I get it. After outside of the house, Todrick's, you want to hook up? Fine, get it. Get the D, get the whatever, But this is a home visit. This is on The Bachelorette. This is next level. This is toward the final rose. We are heading toward the final rose, people. Attention, attention. We are heading toward the final rose. This is scary. But I hope for the best because I do love Tiffany still. And Kyland, Busy loves him. And I love Busy, but that doesn't mean I have to love Kyland. I'm sure, he can grow. It's not like he's as bad as Daybed. So I'm just trying to see the upside in this. And also, maybe she's using him. Maybe she's using him. I'm going to say that. I'm going to put that delusion in my head. She's just using him. She's just getting hers. Okay. Yeah. You're going to pay me back that $750 you said you're going to pay back. You're going to pay me back that in Wiener. Maybe that's what's happening. Okay. Maybe. Evelyn, thank you so much for the super chat. Unfortunately, I don't trust Kyland or his intentions. I know. Okay, but maybe he's just paying her back and he doesn't have the $750 in cash or $750,000 in cash, so he's gonna pay her in D. Okay, yeah, maybe it's a boy toy. Listen, Kyland's cute, but he's just, ugh. But the other stuff, I gotta, nah. Maybe he just is going to her house to check her tortillas like this. They're good. They don't taste very soapy. I think they're good. Maybe she's got a bad batch of tortillas, and then he's got to check it, guys. I'm just saying, you know. I saw that Sarah Beth called out Janelle, and some people on Twitter were here for it because she was like, I'm trying to get my Sarah Beth. She's like, yeah, I just think that, what did she say? Row your boat gently down the stream. Jeannie, you're too old to be hating on me on Twitter. I just think that I expected better from her. Because apparently Janelle was tweeting a lot of hate towards Sarah Beth. I don't know. I follow her. Janelle, she follows me. I love Janelle, but I don't know. I don't know what she tweeted about her. I don't know what she said. I know we all made fun of like the little Sarah Beth thing, but I always thought Sarah Beth was super duper smart, and I thought that she could do better than being under Kyland's thumb or under his mansplaining. And now her and Tiffany are good friends, so I don't know. I never had hatred for Sarah Beth. Did I find certain things she did annoying? Sure. They're house guests. We follow them for a summer, but I don't know exactly what she was talking about when it comes to what Janelle said. But maybe she had kept sharing like this little thing that we were all sharing. Let's see if I still have it here in my clips. But everyone, now if you're at work and you don't have headphones on, you might want to put them on. Maybe she was sharing this.
Fuck Kyland, and I said that shit. Fuck Kyland. Shut the fuck up, Kyland.
Okay, I just have the Kyland ones, I guess. But still.
Fuck Kyland, and I said that shit. Fuck Kyland, and I said that shit.
Fuck I keep pressing it. I just love it so much. Maybe she was talking about the Sarah Beth one. Fuck Sarah Beth, and I said that shit. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But I love Janelle. And listen, I want the women of Big Brother to just dominate always. So we'll see. But yeah, this was on Kyland's Insta, and this was on Tiffany's Insta. And that's Tiffany's car picking up Kyland allegedly from the airport, bringing him to her side of town, her home state. I don't think he's from Michigan. We're going to have to get Josh from Couch Potato Queens on the case. You guys reach out to Josh. Everyone tweet Josh at Couch Potato Queens right now and go, Josh, we need you to investigate this because allegedly Josh is near where all this may or may not be going down. So Josh, we're going to need you to report back. We'll do an emergency Joleen and Josh BB23 postseason and see what's going on. Oh, let's see what you guys are saying. The Star Diva says, don't take people not liking you and blame Janelle because of what you did on the show. Well, I mean, that's a really good point. That's a really good point. And Janie tends to be the watcher like a lot of us, and she'll tweet stuff, and she very freely and openly tweets her opinions and also the opinions of her fans. So, yeah. Josh, get on the case. Kyland is not gay. Kyland is pansexual. So basically, he doesn't. My understanding of pansexual is that you don't necessarily fall in love with the gender. It's the person. So you're open to just the person. That's my understanding. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but that's my understanding of being pan. So you just don't gender your relationships in that way, or who you're attracted to, I guess you would say. Yeah, that's my understanding of it. So no, he's not gay. Xavier said Eric was asked to be on this season's huh? Oh, he said he was. I thought Eric was asked to be on The Bachelorette. I was like, girl, that is some bad. That did not happen. Okay. Oh, I would be surprised if Xavier was asked for sure. I'm gonna hold my opinion on that one because I feel like we already had a Bachelor, or well, the show he was asked to be on a Bachelorette, but I feel like Matt, who was on the Bachelor, was that The Bachelor? Yeah. I feel like he, in some ways of the way he thinks about things in relationships, reminds me. Some of his actions on TV remind me of some of Xavier's actions on TV. I'll put it that way. So, yeah, Trey, we're thinking the same thing. So, yay, I got it so right. Yay, Lee. Okay, good. I try my best to just like be up on things, you know. I want my beautiful Gen Z babies to be able to be proud of their Auntie Joleen. I don't want to be like, I don't know what that is, and I'm not going to learn. I'm not going to understand people. Like, I'm never going to be like that. I always want to progress and know like what that is and pay, like, respect it. Do you know what I mean? So I'm glad that I got it right. Yay. They make you dizzy. They can make you dizzy at times, but once you get them down, like, it's like nothing. It's the same thing when people were like, pronouns, I'm not learning your pronouns. And then you're like, it's so easy. It's so easy to just ask them, what's your pronouns? She, her, he, him, they, them, either or. Cool. It's just a respectful thing. All right, guys. Well, that'll do it for me. This is my lunchtime hot lunch roast where we have some fun and roast some of the hot topics in pop culture and media and television and that. And those were the twoest, hottest, warmest, roastiest lunch topics that I could find. Let me know. Oh, yeah, Natalie, Hannah is in Chicago with Jess and Matt from Hayden's season of Big Brother, but I call it Rachel Riley's season of Big Brother, but Hayden won that season. The guy who said his wife had cancer, that guy is with them, and a couple other people. They're hanging out with baby Hannah, so that's so exciting. And they're posting pictures, so follow our friend Jessica Milagros on social media, and you will see the pics of some BB legends hanging out together. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. I'll be back tomorrow night with Married to Bravo with my dear mom, a.k.a. Nana, and something fun next Tuesday. I'll be here for Sip and Key with Busy at 6 p.m. But then at 8 p.m., I'm going to be over at Down with Jason. I'm going to be on his channel, and we're going to be talking all about, he has a new show called Anchor Watch, and we're going to be talking about Below Deck. And I haven't watched Below Deck on Bravo in a while, so I'm excited. I'm going to catch up this weekend. I know the new season just started, but I want to kind of refresh my memory with some of the people because I haven't watched it in a minute. But so go support Down with Jason. I think he just hit over 6K subs. Like, he just started his YouTube. Well, actually, I don't know if he just started, but he just started this format. And he's killing it. So awesome. All right, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for the super chat. Shout out to my mods. Please leave a comment when this video posts. It helps me so much in the algorithm. Share me out on your social media. Follow me on social media at Joleen Lunzer on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. TikTok, you guys, I'm almost up to 300 followers. Am I famous? I think I'm famous. And Instagram, we're almost up to 4,000. You guys are my favorite. My beautiful lean team, my pumpkin spice babies. Enjoy the rest of your workday. I got to get back to work, but I'll see you really soon. Bye.
If you like what you